Hey guys, this video I might take down afterward if it gets too much hate or if it makes too many people angry. But yeah, this is going to be a rant video talking about, Asian Americans in the corporate world, model minority myth, bamboo ceiling, and our problems. So I hope you don't get too offended, but if you do, you can always hop off. And if you happen to be like an Asian and you're offended, this is for us, okay? We need to do better as a group. But yeah, the reason why I'm making this video is because, well, to preface, growing up, I never had like this victim mentality that I don't really think of myself as a person of color. I always just believed in the American dream, if you work hard, work as hard as you can, be ambitious, you're going to succeed. And I think just a lot of instances recently from myself and my other Asian peers have led me to, kind of see how we are disadvantaged in the system. And a lot of instances recently just for me where, and I'm talking to you guys too, if you ever feel like, you're not good enough, or you feel like things are unfair, you are absolutely valid, because for me, I always blame everything on myself. If I don't do well, if I don't get anything, I blame it because I wasn't good enough. I never blame things on the system. But now I'm starting to see there's a bit of unfairness, and I'm just going to tell it straight up. Also, I'm going to try to make this video no cut because no cut. I have stuff to do. A lot of times, if you're not really confident about your abilities, I want you to know that you absolutely know what your skills are. And a lot of times you know damn well, and I know damn well, that you're qualified. You're more qualified than some other people. But as an Asian American, oftentimes you have to do more than other people. You have to do more than other people to be considered the same level. So if you don't do way better than other people, you do not get the same results. And I'm mainly focusing on I'm focusing on all Asians, but I'm speaking from an East Asian, Chinese American perspective. First, I'm gonna talk about the model minority myth. There's this myth that Asian Americans were the model minority. We're hardworking, intelligent, diligent, and this type of stuff, it doesn't just start in the workforce. It doesn't just start with the corporate world. It starts with colleges too. And yeah, I do actually agree that there should be some affirmative action. I think that's definitely beneficial for a lot of people, but just with all the scandals, all these elite colleges ranking Asian Americans lower in terms of traits like agreeableness, leadership, I think other things like whether they're cooperative, whether they have teamwork, whether they are interesting as people, there's a bit of bias towards Asian Americans. People, just by looking at your last name, just by seeing that you're Asian American, they think that you're more boring. Next, I'm gonna talk a little bit about the bamboo ceiling. Okay, also I want to preface, I'm not claiming to be an expert or anything. I'm not a race relations expert in America. I'm just an Asian American, frustrated Asian American, sharing my experiences. Yeah, so the bamboo ceiling. The bamboo ceiling, I have not heard of this term until recently, but this is kind of like the glass ceiling for women, but this is for Asians. And it's the barriers that Asians in America face in the professional corporate world in terms of advancing. Some statistics I found online is that a study found that a Chinese named applicant would need to put in 68% more applications than a Western name applicant to get the same number of calls back. Another one is that, Asian Americans do not make a large percentage of leadership. There are not a lot of CEOs who are Asian American. And for this, I'm talking about majority East Asians and Southeast Asians who are not, advancing and climbing the corporate ladder. And I think there's a lot of reasons because of this. But I think one of the reasons why is because of our attitudes towards each other. And what I mean by this is that we do not support each other as fellow Asian Americans. And I don't know if it was how we were raised since we were children to be so, achievement oriented, so obsessed with, success, that this is really bad, and I do this too, but we're not happy when we see our fellow Asian Americans succeed. We want to be that person, and I get that's human nature and stuff, but we need to see it like, if it's a win for them, it's a win for all. A lot of Asian Americans, we don't have the same connections that other people have. Sometimes I think, maybe you can slack off, maybe you can relax, but you cannot. Unless you have a lot of connections and stuff, you somehow already have that. If you slack off, you decide to be lazy, no one's going to be there to pick you up. It's true, no one's going to be there to pick you up. You just don't have that same cushion as other people. But also, I guess some ways that we can move forward is that we need to help each other out. We need to support each other. In the past, when I've reached out to fellow Asian American mentors, they kind of disregard me. They don't want to help younger Asian Americans. And back then I was like thinking, we should be fair and all. Why can't we just be fair? Why can't we just treat everybody the same based on merit and stuff? But that's not how the world works. And if every other group is, hiring their own race, why can't we help each other out like that? Why can't we become mentors to each other, support? Why can't we give referrals and connections, help a fellow Asian American out? If we have representation, in the board, the leadership, we will see more Asian American leadership in the future. But right now, I know the job market is tough for everyone. It truly is tough. We're not going to make any progress. Instead, we're very divided as a group. We are not even united as Asian Americans. Whether you're, like Chinese, Japanese, Korean, Vietnamese, Thai, whatever, we have to be united. And yeah, I know it's hard because we're raised to, be competitive, always try to be better than the other Asian kid, to the point where we would rather see someone else of another race who's mid, who doesn't even compare to our level and like the job succeed, than see one of our fellow Asians who have worked hard, who have all the skills succeed. That's the point that some of us have gotten. And we have to change our attitudes toward one another. But yeah, this is me yapping. Honestly, I'm really sorry if you sat through this, came all the way, because I don't think I'm in the right headspace either. I'm low-key mentally exhausted. I'm usually, when I'm emotional and stuff, I don't post anything online, because if you post online, you're going to regret it. But yeah, I wanted to do this now because if I waited, I would have settled down and not been emotional about it. But yeah, also sorry I have not been really active this quarter with posting, and I don't want to make my channel into a political channel. It's just this one video that I hope you can relate to. You know, if you agree, definitely share it. If you don't agree, I definitely appreciate it as well. Feel free to leave stuff in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. But yeah, I have some other videos coming up about things like music, maybe. Trying to do some cool things. And yeah, this quarter has been really busy for me. I took 28 units and it's finals week right now, but I just finished all my hard finals. I still have 2 more finals, but I think this should be easy. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.